this was all a stunt. When he first put out the poisoning thing, he said that Shakur massage therapist rubbed cream on us. I don't have a massage therapist down here, so how did my massage therapist rub any cream on you? So it's hard for me to believe somebody who's just constantly come up with something new every single day. Every day, oh, he did this, he did that. No other opponent that I have ever fought have ever complained about anything with me. I always been a clean boxer. I always do things the right way. So to hear all of these things is just like, it's clown stuff. So I try not to get involved in the circus. I feel as though it's a lot of people out here that love clout. They love fame. They love everything that comes with it. And truthfully, I believe this was all a stunt.
Floyd Schofield's father just posted this on his Instagram. Look, I don't ever want to wish any ill will on anyone. So there's been a lot of negative commenters about Floyd pulling out, so I assume this is why his pops posted this. He's in the hospital somewhere in Saudi. Well wishes to Floyd Schofield. Welcome, fight fans, to my channel. This is Johnny, and today's video, I'm gonna catch everybody up to date on the Floyd Schofield versus Shakur Stevenson fight that was canceled, as well as the Brit, the undefeated fighter, Josh Padley, stepping up on 4 days' notice to not only save that fight slot on the fight card, but also give Shakur Stevenson an opportunity to showcase his skills after a grueling fight camp. Guys, but before we get there, I want to ask you to do me a favor. I was looking at my analytics for the channel. About 80% of you who watch all of my content aren't subscribed. So if you could do that for me, simply hit subscribe, as well as like this video, and there's a little bell icon, the notifications button. Hit that. Every time I put something out that's new, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you. Guys, could you imagine being Shakur Stevenson? The last 48 hours have had to be extremely stressful. We started this video with the footage from the hospital. Floyd Schofield was admitted to the hospital for medical reasons. He was pulled from the fight card from the British Boxing Commission, and Shakur Stevenson for a time period was left there in limbo, knowing what happened to Floyd and then not knowing if he was going to get an opportunity to fight. Before we bring in Josh, let's go over a little bit more of those details which led to Floyd Schofield being removed from the card. Here's a message from Team Schofield. Yesterday, Floyd Kid Austin Schofield Jr. fell ill and was transported to the hospital as a precautionary measure. In the interest of Schofield's health and safety, the British Boxing Board of Control made the decision to cancel a scheduled bout against Shakur Stevenson. Schofield has since been discharged from the hospital and is awaiting the results of his medical evaluation. We extend our gratitude to Turkey Al-Sheikh, SELA, and the medical professionals who provided Schofield with care. Now, like you just heard me read, it has been reported that Floyd has been released from the hospital, so that is definitely good news. Shakur Stevenson also put out a message on his social media. Let's hear what he had to say. And I quote, "Another duck bites the dust, but the show must go on. We are focused and ready for Saturday night, and I'm not worried about nothing outside of my control. It's time to go to work. Thank you, God, for allowing me to still showcase my talents." Now, guys, if you saw the shorts that I put out yesterday regarding Shakur Stevenson's perspective on this fight with Floyd, a month ago, he predicted that he'd be shocked if Floyd Schofield even showed up for the fight, and he had an idea that he might be pulling out. Now, who knows if that was gamesmanship, sportsmanship, or if Shakur just was predicting the future. Either way, that came to fruition. Floyd Schofield is off of the card, and in steps, I don't blame you if you've never heard of him, undefeated British fighter Josh Padley. Today we're gonna go over what that guy's career has looked like up until this point, the opportunity of a lifetime for the 29-year-old British fighter to change his life. We're gonna show how he measures up against Shakur Stevenson. Las Vegas is allowing bettors to bet on this fight, so we're gonna go over those odds, and at the very end of the video, I'll give you my prediction, be a little bit more specific on where to put your money and how to make the most of it. Let's get into this. Guys, we know we haven't seen Shakur Stevenson since his last fight against Artem Harutyan, a decision victory, and then before that, it was against Edwin De Los Santos, another decision victory. He's had hand injuries, he's had surgeries, all in between. He's kind of been taking a bit of a hard time with the media and the social media boxing fans online, and we know that this was the fight to start off a new year for him, that he was going to show everything that he's been working on, and it was going to be his position back to the king of the 135-pound division. When we got news that Floyd was pulling out, your heart had to go out for both guys, Schofield and Shakur. But then when we got news that Padley was a late replacement, it was like, all right, we'll at least be able to see what Stevenson looks like. We know he's undefeated. We know he's number 2 in the world at 135 pounds, ranked right below Tank Davis. If you guys need reminding, there's champions at 135. We have Tank, newly minted world champion Keyshawn Davis, Shakur, and the shelved Vasily Lomachenko. We'll see how this division shakes up. It's an exciting division nonetheless. When we look at Shakur's fight style, we know what we're going to get. We're going to get a defensively minded, responsible fighter, a southpaw who's slick, a guy who throws his jab to set up his backhand, a guy who uses his feet to stay out of danger and trouble, and he frustrates you. He's one of the most least hit fighters in all of the sport. If you like the defensive side of things, he should be one of your favorite fighters. High fight IQ, smart guy. I'm interested to see if he really goes in for the kill and goes for the knockout. You'd have to think there will be danger with fighting a guy on 4 days on both sides. Obviously the ball is in Shakur's court, but still, don't have a lot of tape on him, probably wasn't even on his radar, and that can be a good thing for his opponent, Padley. Let's take a closer look at Josh Padley. I'm gonna read an article that ESPN.com wrote about him just this morning. Josh Padley has come to the rescue for Saturday's mega card in Riyadh, Saudi, stepping up on 4 days' notice to fight Shakur. Following the withdrawal of Floyd Schofield, who fell ill on Tuesday, organizers were left scrambling to find an opponent who was up, able to make weight, and fit on such short notice. In comes Padley, a British lightweight from Doncaster, England. Padley is a 29-year-old lightweight. He had his first professional fight in 2019, a points win over Jamie Quinn. His biggest win came in September on the undercard of Daniel Dubois' heavyweight clash with AJ at Wembley. He beat Mark Chamberlain, a favorite of Turki Al-Sheikh, in an upset points victory. That was most definitely the biggest fight of his career. Padley is unbeaten in 15 fights with 4 knockouts. In his fight against Chamberlain, he dropped his opponent in the 8th round on his way to a dramatic upset win. Before the Chamberlain fight, he had earned 3 straight knockout victories. Guys, going into this fight, I had to check the odds. I wasn't sure if Vegas was even going to let punters gamble on this, but they are allowing us. If you take the fight head to head, those odds, I wouldn't even say put it on your parlay. $100 gives you, if you take Shakur, $2. If you take Padley to upset Shakur outright on the money line, $100 gets you $1,600 back. Now, there are some odds a little bit better on the either decision, points, or knockout, so let's go over that real quick. On the screen, you can see the odds. They do go down. This is interesting. If you take Shakur to just win by points or decision, it's 3-1. So $100 gets you $300 back. If you feel the fight's going to go the distance and Shakur wins by decision, $300 on 100. If you think that Shakur's going to knock out Padley, those are the odds that get the least amount other than just picking Shakur to win. $100 gets you $44 back. A draw is 41-1 odds, so $100 gets you $4,100. On Padley's side, if you take Josh to beat Shakur by points or a decision, $100 gets you $3,400 back, so he's 34-1 underdog to do that. And if you pick Padley to knock out Shakur, 26-1, $100 gets you $1,600 back. So Padley is a higher favorite to knock out Shakur than he is to win a decision. Now, obviously, it would be shocking if anybody in my sort of universe would pick Padley to beat Shakur. I mean, Buster Douglas was a 40-1 underdog against Mike Tyson, and he won, so we know things have been done before. Padley's only a 16-1 underdog against Shakur, but I fully expect Shakur to be at his best, fully expect his mindset to be locked in. I think he's going to go in there and show out. He knows the whole world is on him. All the boxing eyes is on him, and people want to see how he's going to perform against Padley. Padley has nothing to lose. I think he's going to be a buzzsaw. I think this would be an opportunity for Shakur not to exit the pocket every time there's a firefight and actually just stay, because Padley's going to give him that opportunity, and I fully expect Shakur Stevenson to knock out Josh Padley. What do you guys think of this fight? How do you see this playing out? In the comment section below, I want your prediction. Let me know, and good luck.